From a pesky little rascal of a villain like Terry Silver to the good guys struggling to come out on top, Cobra Kai will be ending with Season 6, but they're definitely going to need backup. And who better to help LaRusso, Johnny, and Chosen than Julia Pierce to take down the most despicable villain we've ever seen on the show?
I was trying to feed Angel.
Angel. Rather, you act like Angel.
Angel's a hawk, Mr. Miyagi.
Hawk.
It's a long story.
It's a better time than any to finally include Hilary Swank, because at this point, she's the only missing character from the original Karate Kid. Even Ralph Macchio had a hand in signing on the remaining member of the original cast, all to finally end the series and move on to newer projects. More on that later, but one thing's for sure though, I'm excited to see how they end the series' whole narrative. And I don't know about you, but I just can't wait for Julia Pierce to join the fold. Now, Hilary Swank has been asked when she's going to be on the show countless times. And guess what? Ralph Macchio has all, but confirmed that there's going to be another cameo, because he specifically said that he thinks there really is room in the Miyagi-verse. Not to mention, Hilary's cameo makes the most sense. I mean, who else could he be referring to, considering she's the only person left who's not on the show?
My eyes are already open. What am I supposed to do? Hey!
Focus, Julie-san.
If we take a quick look at the original Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso and Julia Pierce spent a lot of time together in the show, but nothing has been confirmed by the showrunners. So we don't know whether or not the cameo Ralph wants would even happen. Then again, what he said hasn't been confirmed nor denied yet. So maybe if there's an opportunity to put Hilary Swank in there, it'll be taken up. Listen, a man can hope, right?
What did I do wrong?
Julie-san tried to kill cockroach.
What, like you've never tried to kill a cockroach before?
Either way, the final decision rests on Ion Hurwitz, Heald, and Schlossberg, the top dogs who create the show and assemble the writers. And according to Ralph, they always talk things through. Maybe the Karate Kid has that kind of pull. Do I smell some favoritism going on here? Well, not exactly, because these three dudes are very cooperative, and that's why Ralph thinks they'd eventually make it happen. Now, I don't know if she'll show up for Season 6, or just end up in the new Karate Kid movie that's coming out.
Well, my one wish was that you guys would come visit us in Boston.
Oh, this is difficult. We have not left monastery for many years.
I guess we'll just have to wait for the answer to that mystery. I just really hope that at least Hurwitz does something about bringing her into the series finale, because he even kind of confirmed it back in December 2020, saying it's something you'll just have to wait to find out. Now she's like the only puzzle piece, and it would be awesome if we get her in the last season of arguably the most nostalgic TV show ever, at least for all the 80s, 90s kids out there. Plus, considering the fact that this season will hopefully conclude the narrative around Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence, I think it's high time for Gen Z to take over. Sure, they came back after decades when everyone treated the Karate Kid like a thing of the past. And no, we're not counting Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan's version from 2010. It's not that it was bad or anything, but it didn't follow the original narrative and characters from 1984, not like Cobra Kai, which reignited a decades-old rivalry, which changed up the whole dynamic over these past 5 seasons. Not only did we get new characters like the kids of the original characters and a separate arc about each of them, but we also got all the OGs back in this reboot. Well, minus one, counting Julia Pierce. Now, Cobra Kai has always introduced a new character from the 1984 original each season, so it only makes sense that Hilary Swank makes an entry this last season. We've already gotten John Kreese, the OG villain, Terry Silver, the other villain, Mike Barnes, and Chosen to come back. Along with this, a number of likable Karate Kid characters, including Kamiko, Ali Stevens, and Jessica Andrews made appearances. And like the younger cast, the OGs had their own arc as well. The majority of these characters could return in Cobra Kai Season 6, but the most glaringly obvious character who's absent will probably make her appearance in the show's finale. Cobra Kai Season 6 needs to feature Hilary Swank's Julia Pierce if the series is going to end. She's undoubtedly the most prominent member of of the film franchise who hasn't made an appearance in the follow-up television series. This is mainly attributable to Swank's role in the next Karate Kid, which has nothing to do with the trilogy that starred Daniel LaRusso in the first place. Even so, Cobra Kai fans have noticed Julia Pierce's absence. Plus, she deserves to appear in Cobra Kai Season 6 in some capacity because she's one of Mr. Miyagi's other students. Worry not though, because the fact that the show's creators have constantly shown interest in using her gives me hope that she might make a tiny cameo, maybe to promote another new spin-off. Who knows? Because a familiar face could help hook us in for what's to come next. Not to mention, every other villain that Daniel faced has already been brought back. I think we need another friend on his team, right? Because if not, the OGs could be in trouble with the setup for the Sekai Takai and the Global Karate Tournament coming in Season 6. So far, we've got 3 different minds working with the students, teaching them different styles. Maybe Julia Pierce's return could work the same way it did for Chosen. Of course, they could focus the last season on something else, but at least this story could give Hilary Swank an excuse to return. Think about it. Julia Pierce's return could help truly unite the Miyagi-verse. Yes, that's what I'm going to call it. Anyway, if Julia Pierce makes a comeback in Cobra Kai Season 6, the sequel series will mark the unification of the Miyagi-verse. Only Pat Morita's portrayals of Mr. Miyagi in the first Karate Kid trilogy and Hilary Swank's The Next Karate Kid served as a connection. The 6th season of Cobra Kai could be the last chance for his 2 students, Julia Pierce and Daniel LaRusso, to connect and share memories of their old master. It would be the perfect way to wrap up Cobra Kai Season 6, and may even pave the path for Hilary Swank's character to get her own spin-off. So many possibilities. For all we know, this could be the perfect time for her entry, because Cobra Kai has become very popular over the years. It literally exploded when it made its way into Netflix. Now, because of its popularity and rumors regarding various directions the franchise may take in the future, all eyes are on what kind of spin-offs might happen after Season 6, especially considering what a crazy roller coaster ride we've been on so far. I mean, Terry Silver really has his claws set on everybody, and our protagonists seem like they're in lots of trouble. Cobra Kai will most likely finish with Season 6, with apparently the biggest and most epic season we've gotten so far. Let's recap Season 5, shall we? It seems like the conclusion is hinting at Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence going to the Sekai Takai and helping their students towards yet another world championship. Even the show's creators have stated that they would finish it on their terms, so it wouldn't be added to the list of unexpected Netflix cancellations. Well, this might sound comforting. They should do us one better and include Hilary Swank for the last hurrah, and give us the perfect ending where good conquers evil. If it is actually going to be the last season, that is. Well, that's going to be it from me about the old cast member Ralph Macchio was talking about.